Hello, and welcome to the fourth Walker Realm video blog episode. I'm getting really close to just calling it books and stuff. Um, I cannot for the life of me pick a name that wants to stick. At one point, I had Walker's Whittlings, which would maybe make sense if I was doing a show on uh, wood carvings, but I'm not, obviously. um, so Still working on that name, as you've gathered from that whole intro. I've also just placed my orders for a new headset with a microphone. So in future episodes, I will be most likely wearing a headset with a mic coming off to the side. Hopefully, that will work well enough. Through all my research, I found that it was the best I could do was a headset. The tabletop microphones were never nearly as good as the headset model. And I've also ordered a new camera, which is supposed to be here early next week. Um, well, so is the headset, but I'm confident it'll get here today or tomorrow, since it's last I checked the order, it was only 3 hours away, and that was yesterday. Granted, with the U.S. Postal Service, who knows when it might get here, but I'm hopeful it'll be today or tomorrow. Um, so that's the big news in regards to future videos. This week I won't be having a review, just because it's been kind of crazy. I shouldn't say this week. I should say this episode, because I hope to do another one of these by the end of the week. We'll see how that goes. Um, but in this episode, I will not be doing a review. I've had a little too much on my plate and wasn't able to finish reading the book. So instead, I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about what I'm reading right now and what I have on my plate to read in the future. So we can just jump right into that then. Right now, I'm reading, and I actually think I forgot to bring it over here. Gardens of the Moon by Stephen Erickson. At least I'm sort of reading that one right now. I had been. That was where I had started 2 weeks ago. I began reading that book for the second time because when I started it the first time last year, didn't get too far. I had other things come out, and it's a complicated book. It's a complicated series. So I'm on my second run through, and it's been going very well. I've been thoroughly enjoying the book. Unfortunately, about a quarter into it, J.K. Rowling just had to go and release her new book, Casual Vacancy, for which I have the cover right now. The book is in my backpack, but this is her brand new book, um, her very first non-Harry Potter book, her adult novel, and I am a significant portion, a significant amount of the way through that book, and I must say, it is an adult book. I was not expecting quite this level of adultness. I wasn't quite expecting it to be as risque as as it has turned out to be. Um, I mean, for goodness sakes, the C word pops out within the first 50 pages. Um, this is not a book you would want your children reading. Probably. If you do, that's your choice. But um, it has been a very good read. But it's been very, very interesting to look at it from the aspect of me who grew up reading Harry Potter. I was part of the Harry Potter generation that aged with me. And now to read this, which is also in my particular age range, is just really, really interesting. I'll have more to talk about that when I finish it, hopefully by the end of this week, depending on how much work I have yet to do. I'm also working my way through the Norton Anthology of English Literature. And yes, it's nearly as dry as it sounds. um, but it does have quite a bit of really great stuff in it. It is this massive brick right here. Um, but it's chock full of all the great stuff. We've got about, I think all of Milton's work is in here. Um, the entire Canterbury Tales by Chaucer. It's got some of the works by Shakespeare, not near as many as I would have liked, because that's something I do need to start working on. And a lot of really great literature from that particular time period, and that particular place. So that's also something I'm currently reading right now, kind of jumping in and out of that book, because you can really only take so much of that in any one sitting. um, that's really all I've got going under my belt for right now. I'd like to do no more than three at a time. Things start to get confusing after that. But what I've got sitting on my shelf right now is, um, let's see, what do I have? The Last Unicorn. Ooh, that's small. By Peter S. Beagle, who is kind of been acclaimed as the figurehead of modern fantasy. I mean, for as short as this book is, he is a pivotal creator in the world of fantasy. Um, so I have read from countless authors in the fantasy genre. I've actually never read this before, so I'm greatly interested to see how this will play out with such a high reputation as it has. Um, that will be very interesting. I've also got the very first book in the Book of New Sun by Gene Wolfe. Another series I kept hearing about over and over again, and I just never really got around to getting it until now. So, also very, very interested in checking that one out. That's about all I have for books right now. This weekend, I went to Target in the hopes of buying a headset, but I couldn't find one that met my standards. So, instead, I bought Halo Reach. A little late in the game, it's been out for quite a while now. But nonetheless, it was a game that I'd wanted to buy, uh, well, since it came out. But $60 is a lot. I've talked about that before. I think in episode 2 or 1 about the price of video games. But I was able to find it for uh, about half of what it was when it came out. And actually, funny story, I bought it cheaper new than GameStop would sell it to me for used. So, yeah, I won't quite go into my personal feelings on GameStop here, but uh, draw from that the conclusions that you will. I spent the last couple of days playing through the game, and I was quite impressed to see the advancement it's made from Halo 3. They've included quite a bit more varying types of gameplay. It's not just the first-person shooter that it was in the original Halos. They have space fighting where you're flying spaceships. In this new one, they have new vehicles that you can play in. Drive. There we go. You can drive the vehicles, um, and the whole look and feel of the game is just vastly improved. by my standards. And it was a very fun playthrough. I'll be honest, I didn't really do any background research on this particular game, so it's a little confusing. I actually am still a little confused because I haven't even done that yet. But it appears that this is actually a prequel game before they found Halo, which, for those of you who don't know, is a massive, awesome weapon, kind of akin to the creation of the atom bomb. It's the best analogy I can come up with. But it appears that Halo Reach is the discovery of this device. And I had thought it was, before I ever played it, that it would have taken place after the events of Halo 3, not before the events of Halo 1. But that was pretty cool. Um, so hey, I really recommend the game. It was a lot of fun. It took a decent amount of time to play through. It wasn't a real quick game like Call of Duty is. So it's worth the money, especially now that it's not $60. So if you're into that kind of stuff, why not go get it? Um, that's about all I have for today. Looks like we're gonna have a shorter episode. Um, again, oh right. Apparently there was some issue with episode 3, so I will be putting an annotation. A little box will appear. Maybe I'll even get it to appear right here. That'd be pretty cool. Um, a little link will pop up right here that you can clink, that you can click, and it will send you right to episode 3. And when I embed this onto the website and Facebook, I will put a new link to episode 3 um, to try and clear up any issues that have occurred with that particular episode. So that's all I have until next time, guys. Please remember to like this video, and I would really love to get some comments. It would help me know how this is going if you guys enjoy this stuff. So until next time, have a good day.